Hey, so we're headed to Ann Arbor to meet with Eric Smith, author, agent.
So, you're not gonna tell all the people out there where we're really going right now? I think they should know. Yeah.
So,
all right. Welcome to the Storiers, your one-stop shop for people who story. I'm Jared.
I'm Steve.
And when we story people, we like the story.
Hard.
Oh, you hear this man. He knows story. First up, we have an interview with Eric Smith,
Author,
agent,
tweeter extraordinaire.
I like it. Tweet. 30,000 followers deep.
So, as we've been studying authors and kind of following the industry for the past few years, we realized that you have to build your own audience, engage with them, and this guy, he's quite an engager.
He is a very engaging man. So let's go ahead and get into the video. I think they should know. Yeah.
So, I've had a series of things that have... Where we're actually going right now is back to my house because I locked my keys in my truck and the drone's in the truck and I'm not comfortable leaving it where they're at. There's a series of shattered windows on the grass. So we're supposed to have left 11 minutes ago and we are heading back to the office.
We stop calamity from happening. You know what I'm saying? We got the car in motion, the drone safe. Really don't want anything to happen to that drone. It would be horrible.
The destination is on your left.
Bastard. How you doing? Hang on. Hey, what's up, man?
Twitter. You have a huge Twitter following.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So 30,000?
Yeah, it's like 30,000. Yeah, they're nice people that want to know about books. It sort of happens kind of organically. My favorite way to explain how to build a following on Twitter is to talk about any party you have ever been to, whether it's like a college party or like Thanksgiving with your family. You want to spend time talking to the person that wants to talk to you, and doesn't sit and talk at you, you know. And by this I mean you see authors on Twitter all the time. All they do is tweet links about their book, like, "Oh, here's my book on Amazon. Here's my book on Amazon."
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
Here's my book on Amazon. And no one follows them. Like, no one cares, because they're just shouting about themselves as opposed to talking to someone and getting to know them. So that's the person you want to spend time with at a party. Someone that wants to get to know you, that's sharing interesting stuff with you. And that's really my approach to Twitter. You know, I'll talk about my writing now and again.
Oh, hello. So this is The Girl in the Grove. It is my first print YA novel.
But for the most part, I'm sharing articles that I've written that talk about other people. You know, I share podcasts that I record where I spend an hour talking about other people. That's what people want to hear. They don't want to hear nonstop about, you know, my book is on sale for $1.99. They want to hear about other people. They want me to share book advice and tips and things like that. And that's how you build a following, by not talking about yourself, which sounds weird because that's what we use like Facebook for, right? We talk about ourselves and the fun things that we've done. So when you think about social media, you maybe think that's what you want to do on Twitter, but really you want to talk about other people. That's when they're going to come in and want to spend time with you.
You have a ratio.
Yes. So there's an author named Chuck Wendig who I love. He's one of my favorite writers. His website, he dishes out advice every single day. He has a very foul mouth, so if you're sensitive to that, be careful. But I love him. And he talks about social media in like a rule of thirds, you know, so like 1/3 is you talk about yourself and, you know, whatever book it is you're working on and whatever sale you have, or whatever the case it is. The other third is talking about other people entirely, nothing to do with you, sharing stuff about other people's books, news articles you're reading, advice that you're getting. And that other third is just nonsense, like the stuff you see your uncle posting on Instagram, where he's posting pictures of his sandwich. That's the kind of stuff you should be also using, So, hey, here's a great sunset. Oh, hey, I saw this great movie.
But this does put a smile on my face.
Dishing out stuff like that, that's just as interesting because it makes you a person. That's why I post pictures of my dog all the time.
What would an author do for that other third? To talk about other people? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well,
because as an agent, you wear two hats.
Yeah, so lots of authors have personal blogs. Lots of authors write for other places. And if you're not writing for other places, I super recommend you write for other places. I super recommend you write for other places. And that's where you can sort of do that kind of work. Where you're not just talking about your book, you're writing articles, dishing out writing advice, dishing out what you're reading, doing top 10 lists, whatever it is you have to do to sort of build that following there.
That's it.
My goodness. First interview. Very exciting stuff. Very exciting.
So, one of the things I appreciate is when people give you advice that you can put to use right away. It's practical and it's free. I mean, his stuff was super down to earth.
Yeah, and he knew what he was talking about. In fact, my favorite thing was that slow head nod at the end.
Oh,
It was a very... I laid it down. We'd love to hear from y'all. Any comments or tips you want to share, just go ahead and drop that in our comment section.
So yeah, we're going to have links to all his stuff below. Follow him because he actually is a practitioner.
Podcast, his Twitter account, and don't forget to purchase one of his books.
All right, here's Eric's book, The Girl and the Grove YA novel, his first in print.
It's good stuff, people. It's good stuff.
Great stuff, nice character arcs, great conflict, thoughts.
Oh man, he did a wonderful job with the characters' voices. You'll know these characters. His teens sound like teens, and his parents sound like parents. And a lot of twists and turns. There's a lot of things happening there you wouldn't expect, but we're not going to ruin any of that for you here.
No spoilers.
Yes, the Storiers do not do any spoilers.
So, the one thing you may want to consider, it does have a handful of profanity in there, so if that's something that you're sensitive to, you want to take that into consideration. It is a high school book, but there's no, sexual scenes or anything like that, so you're safe from that perspective. So, again, we recommend this book. Go out and get it. We're actually going to be giving away a copy pretty soon.
Yes, pretty soon. That'll be our next book giveaway. And we'll also have links below where you can get in touch with us on Twitter, Instagram,
all the stuff, everything.
All the social media.
Don't forget to like,
subscribe,
share,
because sharing
is caring,
and people won't know how much you care
until they see how much you share.